Welcome to episode 66 of the MastoCast. I am your host, Masto Dan, and welcome to the Monoblog podcast, hosted by me, Masto Dan, of MastoCast. It's episode 66. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a nice weekend. If you listen to this on the Friday that it comes out, the weather is miserable now. It is cold. It is raining. It is shit. So that's what we're in for. That is what we're in for at the moment. But yeah, hope you're all doing very, very well. It's been a busy week for gigs and stuff like that, and all shit Master Dan stuff. But I want to get into something very, very quickly. I'm going to start off with something that I am going to be doing on Tuesday that I hope to see a bunch of you there. So, I'm hosting a... Sorry for a little sniffle there. I'm going to be doing a 24-hour charity stream for the people over at CALM, which is a short for Campaign Against Living Miserably. So, they are a charity that provides support for anyone going through mental health that could be leading to suicide. Basically, they are a suicide prevention group. They provide support for people, online help, phone help, all that sort of stuff, and they spread suicide awareness out as far and open as they can. And, this is something I've been looking to do for the past few weeks. I've seen they've been doing a collaboration with Jingle Jam, so that in between the 1st and the 14th of December, a lot of streamers are coming together and raising money for campaigns against living miserably. Sorry, I can't talk. And everyone's coming together for this sort of thing, and I'm going to do my part on Tuesday, the 10th. That's Tuesday the 10th this week. If you listen to this on a Friday, it comes out. So, yeah, just to give you some details about the stream, that sort of thing. It will go live on 10 a.m. on Tuesday, and will finish 10 a.m. the following morning. And basically, it's going to be 12 hours of live music, 12 hours non-stop live music. And, that'll be me playing guitar, that'll be me playing drums, there could be some recording involved. We'll see how it goes. And also, the next 12 hours after that, we'll be back to video games again. It's been a while since I've done video games. I'm very, very excited to do it. And, that'll also involve the community and stuff. Like, we'll play some Warzone, play some Call of Duty, maybe some Fall Guys, and get back to some of the retro stuff as well, like the old days. And, this is going to be a big one. A big one. And I'm very, very excited to do it. And I'm happy to raise some money for such a fantastic charity as CALM. And, you will find the link, the donation link, in the description of this podcast. And if you would like to find out some more information about the charity, it is www.thecalmzone.net. So, yeah, very excited to do this fundraiser, raise some money for a great charity. And, hope to see you there on Tuesday, 10 a.m. or any time from Tuesday 10 a.m. to Wednesday 10 a.m. because I'm going to be live for 24 hours. It'll be on twitch.tv only. I'm not going to be doing it on YouTube and TikTok as well, because basically it's going to be such a big long doing, this thing, obviously. And I just want it all to run as smoothly as possible. And, that means so I'd just rather have the one streaming service to rely on, rather than, having to mess about with, YouTube and TikTok and everything else. So, yeah, looking forward to it. Hope to see you there. I'm just in the middle of, getting stuff sorted with streaming overlays and all that, donation links and that sort of thing. So, yeah, I'm not going to be... I might try and do a stream before then, just so, I'm getting my chops ready. So, yeah, hopefully see you there soon. And, let's have some fun. Let's raise some money. And, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's going to be really, really good. Anyways, that's about the charity. Let's talk about some gigs that I've been to. So, been to a couple of gigs. First one was on Monday night, just gone, 2nd of December, at the Leeds First Direct Arena, and that was to see newly festival headliners Sleep Token, right? So I believe I've talked about Sleep Token before on the podcast, and yeah, I think I mentioned them like on the download lineup announcement. Yeah, I did, and like with Sleep Token, they're a band that I think is like a decent. Like I like Sleep Token. Like I mainly like the latest album. The first album I could not get away with it when it came out. Second album I thought was a little bit better because that's just after I saw them support Architects, and I thought, yeah, actually they are pretty good. And Take Me Back to Eden, like a lot of people gave it the whole album of the decade, album of the year, masterpiece, 10 out of 10 stuff. Where I just thought it was a good album, like really good album. 7 out of 10 at least. But I was still really, really interested to see Sleep Token at the arena. So I had to get a ticket. Really, I was just interested. So I was really impressed when I saw them open for Architects a few years ago. So like I was interested to see what the whole big stage show was and everything, and how it all happened live. And yeah, that's why I went. A big shout out though to Bill Murray, who opened the night. It was just a 2-band bill, so Bill Murray opened up, and bloody hell, the arena was packed out for them, like packed out for a proper opening band. And I'd heard of Bill Murray. I've never really given them a listen. But like it's an interesting sort of solo project from what I've heard, and it's they played like it was a fucking headline set, right? They were all over that stage. They sounded big, and they're a really cool, fun band. I quite enjoyed them. Like usually I wouldn't really be into that sort of music. It's very sort of Don Broco, Dance Gavin Dance, 1975 sounding, but they've just got like that really thick sort of heavy Geffen guitar tone, like what Don Broco have, like some tapping sort of stuff, some cool solo stuff. But like in the midst of that, they've got a saxophone player who absolutely shreds, and the guy who does the vocals, he's got like a very sort of pop sounding vocal, like a bit like he kind of sounds like Justin Bieber in parts, or like that fucking geezer from 1975. Good voice, but like he's very sort of they kind of take the piss out of each other, like on stage, like they don't take themselves seriously, like they crack open a lot of jokes, like they were quite funny. There was like who here loves cranking off their hog, or like this next song's about busting the biggest fucking nut, and like just basically fucking masturbation jokes. And yeah, what I did see though, I really enjoyed. I think they were really, really good, really, really tight. There was a fair bit of backing track, because it was literally just singer, guitar player, saxophone player, and a drummer. So like you were getting bass guitar backing tracks and other layers and that sort of thing, and not too much, like the odd sub drop, that sort of thing. And yeah, I just thought they were really, really good, really entertaining. Like I listened to their album like after that, and it's quite good. It's pretty good, it's pretty decent. Saxophone and more modern rock stuff. I'm all for it. So I thought they were really good. But yeah, the arena was packed out for them. People loved them. It was awesome. Also, shout out to the girl who plays saxophone also plays flute. I think there was like 1 or 2 songs where she had the flute out, and there was a little bit where like she was playing by herself and she played the Ocarina of Time. Fucking. I was like, ha! There it is. And yeah, they were awesome. They're really, really cool. And headlining, of course. Let's talk about them. Sleep Token. They did a set, which was I guess you would call it an era set. That they are 3 albums deep in their career. First 4 songs, I believe, was songs from Sundowning, which is the first album, and the next 5 songs after that was songs from This Place Could Be Your Tomb, which is their second album, and the rest of the set, I believe it was 7 songs, was from the latest album, Take Me Back to Eden. And I wish the set was a bit more mixed up. I think, because I believe Take Me Back to Eden is the strongest piece of work, and I'm not all that bothered about Sundowning, to be honest. I think if they opened up with Chokehold or whatever, that sort of thing, I think it would have grabbed me a bit quicker. Because it took me a bit of a while to get into the set. But people fucking were screaming for them. People were loving this band. Like, oh my god, it's Sleep Talking. They're here. They're fucking right in front of us. Like, the buzz in the room was mad. It was maddening. Like, how much people fucking love this band. So yeah, I mean, I think the gig was good. I think the gig was pretty decent. Like, I did enjoy it. Like, the light show was phenomenal. The light show was really, really impressive looking. The sound was spot on. And what's his name? Vessel. His voice was on point throughout the whole night. And like, there's a bunch of songs within that set that I really, really love that they played. That sounded great. Like, the summoning sounded awesome. The summoning was great. Take Me Back to Eden, the title track, was awesome. And the closer, which was Usalid, I believe it's called, that was a really, really great closer. And yeah, there were moments of that set where I was just like, oh yeah, now it's really fucking great. Because for me, it took a bit of time for me to like really, really enjoy it, you know, because like whilst I was familiar with the songs from the debut and the ones from the second album, it was gradually sort of getting better, and it didn't like grab me straight away. But yeah, the whole stage set and everything, the lights, how it was all timed and everything was really, really great, really professional. And yeah, it was a cool gig. For me, it did feel a bit sort of formulaic, though. Like, it's all to a click, obviously, which, you know, is not a bad thing. It's all to a click, and it's full of... There's a lot of backing stuff going on. You know, Vessel plays a piano. There's a couple of songs where he plays a piano and sings. But there's points of the set where, like, he's singing by himself, no other member of the band's playing, and there's a backing track of a piano playing. Like, come on. Like, can you not have another fucking member who can play the piano and back you up on that? And, you know, you're an arena-sized band. Get some more members. Come on. Like, that's what I just thought you could do with a bit more backing from other people. Because, like, there was certain points of, like, some songs where, like, the whole band would drop out and there'll be, like, some sort of synth stuff going on, electronic drums that will be going on in the background, and then the band had just stood there doing nothing. And I don't find that all that impressive. There's a lot of layers to Sleep Talking's music. There's a lot of electronics, there's a lot of piano, there's a lot of orchestral parts, there's some backing vocals and a lot of stuff, and for me, that was just a bit too much of that backing track stuff. Like, I've come to see a band. I want to see a band perform songs they have wrote, they have recorded. It's no good for me seeing one guitar player, a bass player, a singer, 3 backing singers, and a drummer standing still while a backing track goes on at certain points. Like, when the band was playing, yeah, great, that sounds awesome. But, like, part of it was just like, come on, like, it would be way more impressive to me if there was a full band playing all of this stuff. I would find it way more impressive if they did that. And for me, that's where it turned a little bit sort of, come on, you know. For me, I don't know if I'm being too fussy or whatever, but that I want my bands to fucking play the shit that they've recorded. You know what I mean? Yeah, basically. I mean, like, a lot of people love this band. A lot of people fucking love this band. That's why they're headlining Download, right? And I just wouldn't sit right with me seeing them at Download and they've got all this backing shit, man. Like, I just can't be... it's just not for me. It's not for me, okay? I know people went to see this band and they were just like, oh my god, how amazing was that? That was incredible, you know. I went with Haley and I went with Jade, our friend, and like they really, really enjoyed it also. And yeah, it's just the backing tracks for me, it just doesn't do it for me. And like, I can imagine like every sort of gig on the tour, like, is very much the same because all the songs are in the same order. They don't have any crowd participation because, you know, that is them. They're very, you know, they're mysterious. They're anonymous. They're very sort of, you know, like no one knows the name or anything like that. Or they're all numbers. Like this thing's called Vessel. They're all wearing masks. You know, it's they're their own thing. They're mysterious. The concerts are called worships, aren't they? So, like, you know, in between songs, there's like some spoken word shit going on, or like some euphoric thing going on in the background, or whatever. And like, I can just imagine every gig being the same. Whereas, you know, I want my gigs to feel live and unique to any other gig that's on the road. You know, I just want to feel something, and there were times where it felt a little bit soulless. I wouldn't say this was a bad gig at all. I wouldn't say this was a terrible gig, and I'm obviously not going to say like this was an incredible gig, because a lot of people look at this band as if they're the second coming of Christ. I think this was just a good gig. I thought it was just a good, decent gig. I felt like I was watching a performance more than anything, more than a band. Like a good tight band. A band with some really good songs, not a full discography of amazing songs, but you know, I just thought it was good. I thought it was decent. I walked out of there. I never walked out of there like the gig I'm going to talk about in a bit. It's just the way it is. It is what it is. Because the next gig I went to after that was practically round the corner from where I live. A very, very rare thing that happens. It was Shikari at the Stockton Globe, which is a venue that opened up about a couple of years ago. It was like a theatre sort of venue that was closed down for a long time. It then got rejuvenated, had liquor paint on it. It just like it looks absolutely marvellous now. It is a beautiful venue. Beautiful venue. Really, really nice venue. Sort of probably about the same size as like in Newcastle City Hall. Like probably about a 2,000 capacity. And it is beautiful. Beautiful venue. This venue is half an hour from my house. And I got to see Enter Shikari there. Enter bloody Kari at the Globe in Stockton. What a pleasure this is. Shout out to Teenage Wrist who opened up. Teenage Wrist are a band who I absolutely love. Their last two albums, I've always gone on about how good they are. And they opened up the show. You know, for those who don't know, Teenage Wrist is sort of like a shoegazy, grunge type band. They are fucking awesome. Like, imagine if Feeder were a grunge band, right? That is pretty much Teenage Wrist all over. They were really great. They were awesome. The sound was good for them. Good to see a bunch of amps on stage. They sounded great. Basically, a lot of songs from both albums together. They weren't really focusing on the latest or whatever. Like, it was just a lot of great songs. And the drummer had, I think he broke his right foot. He done something bad to his right foot. So my mate Robbie was sat next to us and he was like, "You look at the drummer. He's playing the kick with his left foot. I wonder if he's broke his foot." I was like, "Yeah, okay. I mean, you're probably reading too much into that, but or whatever." And then the dude later on said, "Oh yeah, our drummer broke his right foot." I was like, "Oh right, yeah." So yeah, so, but like, it still sounded great. Like the band was still awesome. Yeah, they had a couple of like technical hitchups, but I think it was to do with like the actual kick drum, that sort of stuff. But yeah, man. Teenage Wrist rocked, and of course, Enter Shikari. This is my first time actually seeing Enter Shikari at their own headline show, because I've only seen them a couple of times at festivals. I saw them at Slam Dunk in 2015. Was it 2015? No, sorry, 2017, when they played Take to the Skies in full. That was a fantastic set. That was the set of the day, really, at that slam dunk. And then last time I saw, and then the other time I saw them was at Download Festival this year on the main stage when they were awesome then. And so they announced the tour at Download, and when I saw that they were playing Stockton the Globe, I was like, a chance to see Enter Shikari practically round the corner from my house and be home before midnight. Absolutely, count me in. And yeah, we had seats and we had a really good view. And yeah, Enter Shikari were fucking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Like, they were just awesome, man. They've got like a proper good fucking greatest hit set. And you can just be like, oh, they didn't play this, they didn't play this, they didn't play that. But every song that they played was still absolutely awesome. You know, still touring off the back of their album Kiss for the Whole World, which came out last year. Still playing a lot of songs from that album, which were fucking phenomenal, really. We still had, you know, the old school shit, like, you know, Sorry You're Not a Winner with the Shikari sound system mix, sort of stuff, like remix sort of stuff in there. Arguing thermometers in there. I was fucking buzzing when they played that. And yeah, they were just on fire, absolutely on fire, all over that stage. The faces were just absolutely beaming all over. Rue Reynolds is just one hell of a frontman, just proper natural charisma, dancing all over the shop. Like, that dude has some fucking moves. He's like fucking doing the, what's it called? You know, the scooter dance, jumping all over the world. Like, you know, the dance from that music video. He was practically doing that all over the place. And, like, he, you know, had his little bucket hat on. There was parts where he, like, went around the venue and he was, like, right at the very back of the crowd. And the crowd were absolutely all over the shop, like, looking down at the mosh pit. Like, the pits were just fucking insane. They were awesome, man. It was just great. It was really, really, really great. It was awesome. And, like, they had a really, really cool sort of light rig set up. Like, they had these pillars that were, like, screens. And like, they looked really, really great. Man, they were fucking awesome. Absolutely awesome. Like, the sound was massive. It was big in that venue. And, yeah, there's a really, really great set list. For me, Deadwood from their latest album was the highlight of the set, because they made it into a more sort of ballady type of thing. And, like, so it was just basically him and Rory playing guitar. And, like, it sounded like really sort of, like, you know, ballady, and then later on, like, the lights started to open up a bit more, and then, like, he was using, like, a Korg, like, vocal, like, player type thing to make him sound like he had, like, this robotic sound, and, like, the song started to get a bit more expressive and open up and, like, sound huge, and it was stunning. It was absolutely stunning. Yeah, I was just walking away from that. I was, like, fucking buzzing. I was absolutely buzzing. And, like, I felt like I was properly watching a band in comparison to Sleep Token. Like, that for me is what it's all about. Just watching a group of people. Yes, they have backing tracks, but it's just basically wob, 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 wob. That's it. They do play a lot of their electronic stuff, though. They're like, you know, they've got synths left and right hand side of the stage. Like, but at least they're actually playing along to it. Like, it sounds amazing. Like, it went with the the aggression. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't mind that sort of backing being there. Like, they were just fucking brilliant, man. They were absolutely brilliant. And yeah, go see them. Go see it in Shikari. You'll have a lot of fun. It was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, so, anyways, I'm kind of having to do this quick, because I've still got a lot of shit to sort out with the, whatchamacallit, charity thing. I need to do some more promo shit. So, I'm going to end with a little bit of a game review, right? I mentioned Astro Bot last week, right? I literally called the episode Play Astro Bot. I still stand by that, right? Because I finished it, couple of nights ago. I finished it. I finished the game. I finished the story. I collected all of the robots. I collected all of the puzzles. There's one thing I need to do, which is the very, very last secret level, which is one of those really, really hard ones. So I'm going to do that. When I get some time, I'm going to sit down and properly try and plow through that because it is hard as fuck. Astro Bot is fucking amazing. This game, like, what a joy. What a absolute joy to have this game in my fucking life. It is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. If you've got PlayStation 5, please pick up this game if you can. Because it is incredible. Like, the amount of nostalgia I've had. Like, playing this game, collecting all the robots, leading up to the story. How amazing the ending is. When you approach that final boss, you get all of the parts for your PlayStation 5 mothership. And all that sort of stuff. All the customization. It is amazing. It's absolutely amazing, this game. Just, it looks so colourful and vibrant. It runs perfectly. The stuff you get out of that DualSense controller is second to none. Like, it is an absolute masterpiece of a game. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it, man. This is, without a doubt, my game of the year. It just is. Like, we've had some good shit out this year. And, you know, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, loved it. Silent Hill 2, absolutely loved that. And then Astro Bot, I just kind of went and got it. I just thought, well, a lot of people are saying this game is really good, so I'm going to go get it. I got it on Black Friday, not thinking much else. This is all I've played ever since I got it. Like, I have just been glued to my PlayStation 5 playing this game whenever I had any time on me. Like, all the levels are just so fun and different and unique in their own way. And, like, it's one of those, you can just, if you just want to sit down for 5-10 minutes and play through a level, you can just do that. Or, like, if you want to, like, sit down for a long time, have an all-nighter, just blast through a bunch of them, and, like, blast through a bunch of planets, try and collect all the Astro Bots. I just love it. I did not mind having to go back to some where I missed out some, like, jigsaw pieces or, like robots I had to collect. It was just amazing. It was awesome. It's fucking brilliant, this game, man. It's absolutely amazing. And I'm not finished with this yet, man. I've finished the story, and I've found all the robots, I found all the jigsaw pieces. I'm going to go out there and fucking platinum this game. I'm going to fucking finish off this final level. That's at the very end, because it's hard work. I've tried doing it when I finished it, but I was too tired at the time. Because I played it till 4 o'clock in the morning. But, yeah. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Do check it out. It's fucking brilliant. Right. That'll do it for me today. Thanks very much for listening. Don't forget, Tuesday this week, I'm going to be live on twitch.tv, raising money for Calm, campaigns against living miserably. Do come on in, donate if you can. It's going to be awesome. We're going to be live for 24 hours, 12 hours of live music, 12 hours of video games. It's going to be really fun. I really, really can't wait to see you all there. And, yeah, let's have a good one. And thanks very much for listening. I will see you next week. Yeah. I'll see you next week. See you later. Bye. Much love. Take care. I love you. Bye.